iDiski Times, now available in stores around the country for only R3.50.
iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. Maniema 2, Mamelodi Sundowns 2 in the CAF Champions League. Decent game on a Sunday evening. We enjoyed that one. We really enjoyed it, even though the visuals were poor. I just booked games on 1980. But otherwise, what did you make of that game? I mean, on top of your assessment to it, can you add the idea of the DStv Premiership not preparing Sundowns for African football? But what did you make of the game?
Yeah, greetings to viewership.
Yes, sir.
You look at both teams, style of play. One team is very aggressive. They've got a very aggressive approach, especially with Kemiabo. When you look at the Sundowns, very patient. They always want to dominate, especially my proceedings. So your possession, moments, they want to dominate those.
Yeah.
So they came up against a team that at some point they never cared who they are. They tried to at least fight for everything, especially Midlilini. They press them higher as well, and which is something unusual for Sundowns because of they are used to a situation like higher whereby they are always given a chance to play and dictate terms. So you look at the first goal, Sundowns. As soon as they got the first goal, it was a critical phase in match. First 10 minutes they scored via penalty, which was awarded very rightfully so, and they scored. Then you look at the equalizer. The equalizer came when that team also they really wanted to score. So that's when you could tell that Sundowns were a bit uncomfortable with the situation because of the other team was beginning to press them higher, even though those pressing moments they really made them tired. They worked hard. They worked hard.
A big mistake.
It was a big mistake for Ulibusa. You can see what he was in two minds. La paya begangas kuti al pass or ayenze dummy. So he ended up al pass kancane and thinking maybe Onyanga ulagantu Onyango nangu semapalini, and the striker took his time and he finished off very well. Then you look at his second goal because of Sundowns. When they came back, they had to start moving the ball quicker, which is something that they are not used to. Like you'll find them maybe taking 4, 5, 6 extra touches, which is something that we normally say they are not being prepared properly, especially when they are going to meet especially competitive teams, especially in Africa. Because of that team, they were very aggressive in approach and baglanda, so which is something it was very unusual for Sundowns. Then you look at maybe the goal again because of both goals in now critical phases where my teams Sundowns they thought we've got in maybe 2-1 last minute, and that team never stopped because of also you look at how the team scored. You felt good Sundowns they could have closed down the kicker, especially rival good because of he was obscuring if you yaga Onyango. That is why Onyango Mbalshala pa he couldn't see anything because of Rivaldo kept on retreating and not taking that initiative to close it down short. So it means this is a team that's not easy to it's not easy I know we finished with them. They kept on grinding for a result. They kept on soldiering on and they kept on fighting. So they've got a strong character, but the 2 away goal I think it will do for Sundowns.
I mean I suppose at a level of tactics, just our analysis as coaches, as young coaches, not Sbu Vilakazi, as much as fight in Themba, they punched out. They got tired, and the something that I also noticed. Sundowns la ronda batano menza. It became easier go second half. Ushera ibola, let them chase the ball. And my concern is that in the second leg, it will be way more easier for Sundowns to just share the ball and let the opposition press, because that pressing was good for Maniema, if the game only ends with 45 minutes, but the second half, you could see on the 60th minute to go to, oh, this pressing is catching up with them. I don't know how they got the strength to carry on 40 and get the second goal. What are your observations about even technical deficiencies, the quality deficiency, Maniema? Can they be able to get anything from the second leg?
Yeah, there is that little bit of a possibility that is if Sundowns allow Maniema to be aggressive, especially, and also maybe coming this side on Nakona it will be so I think the artificial also now it plays a role also. Even Nago Sundowns, there were some moments whereby you could tell with my good struggling by artificially it's quite different from the real grass. So then again you check it in Maniema. I think also as much as we 2-2, if it can be maybe 1-0 to Maniema, it's something different as well. So it means Uti in Maniema coming this side, they need also Uti as much as maybe you can't press the whole match, you can't be aggressive the whole match, you'll tire. So it means Uti they need to have a moment, and those moments now maybe it's 10 minutes by presser, they need to maybe they need to get something out of Lelontole. So but if they carry on and continue without having the ball, then the Sundowns will definitely punish them. So I feel good in Nakona Sundowns, they never really read Maniema going to this match. Begoma unknown, especially
it's tough to get the footage with these teams, unfortunately.
Yeah, so the only time they only maybe get to understand Maniema how do they play, it's in the game. So hence it became a game in ups and downs, especially for Sundowns. But looking at Maniema, I still believe if Sundowns are going to take them for granted, they might be in for a surprise, because it's a team in a strong, resilient, and they put in a fight, in a fighting spirit, and technically they are not that poor as much as maybe tactically they try to let's do maybe things favorable for their side, but they tie out, because at the end of the day Sundowns tried also to keep Ebola more, which is something that they do more. That is why second half Maniema Leo punch nyana leo basically nyana it was dying out. But after also again, because of also we can look at Lento le why did it happen? Because of you look at the change of Yama personnels, because of Sundowns kept on introducing players, so it meant the longer those players took to understand maybe the game or adapt to a game, then it became advantageous to Maniema to get that goal. Because after Sundowns got that goal, yes, because of freshness, Sbu Vila, what a goal it was, what a good combination play, what a goal it was. But then again, it sort of killed a bit of a momentum in terms of Maniema. They got the equalizer as well. So the substitution, I think it came, I think maybe it's wrong, even though maybe they were trying maybe to kill time with maybe say Pelile, but that's when Maniema had that punch as well.
Last one. I always think that Sundowns gives us the best chance of winning the Champions League. We've seen that quarterfinal, since the last time they won it in 2016. So I preface this question by saying that Mandela Onyango, I'm thinking about someone else as well. There are players that Sundowns they want to rely on them on the continent, but they are not properly preparing them apekaya by giving them game time. So you look at Mandela Onyango, kusasa bazodinga umkhulise, kusasa bazodinga uSirinho, kusasa bazodinga uErasmus. At a higher level, kuma quarterfinals, semi-finals, you need those players. I know it's early season, but we saw it even last season. Ogoti, there are players that they want to rely on them when they have injuries, but they're not being integrated properly here at home, not given enough minutes. What do you make of that? Do you think maybe it's something that they should be starting to think about? Ogoti, as we progress into this competition, we need these players that we use to be fit enough.
Yeah. I think it's a good point that especially ngoba namhlanje sibonile uDirok bekangekho, so maybe they've got ama reasons ukuthi why bekangekho. So Brian Onyango came on, which we felt ukuthi it was that time with maybe they wanna use him, especially continental football because of his physique, especially nama high balls. But I felt with maybe Direk no Libosa, they've been dealing well na nama situation. Also, Grant Kagena was not there, who has been playing no Direk. So it means they need to start preparing those players, especially for this kind of situation. Because of you can't really throw a player go deep and expect him to perform, even though it's a team that we know that is being coached properly. It has got coaches, and they've got a framework right whereby every player, whoever that steps in, he knows what is expected of him. So I feel if you know I'm going to use Brian Onyango maybe this coming weekend, give him some couple of minutes, so that at least maybe he's got some couple of minutes on his belt as well, so that at least he becomes better prepared in terms of game of session and game and a match day. It's not the same thing. It's just a preparation, but you get a real test of your game situation.
All right, so there you go. That's well done to Sundowns for 2 away goals. Well done to Maniema as well for giving us a competitive match. It comes back now to South Africa. The expectation is that Sundowns should be able to breeze through, but like Mangana was saying, it's not going to be an easy one because we've saw a competitive team. But, give or take, Sundowns should be able to have the upper hand here. iDiskiTV, iDiski Times, and World Sports Betting. Thank you very much for watching us.